Okay, so today I'm going to teach you a little bit about how light affects objects. Okay, so I have some objects here, but first we need light. So I'm going to turn on this lamp right here. The lamp, the light bulb, is our light source. It is putting light on our area. I'm going to start with a sphere. Okay, here's my sphere. When I place the sphere in front of the light, you will notice that the values on the sphere change. Let's get it so it doesn't roll around too much. Okay, so notice how the light hits mostly this side of the sphere. It makes the values on that side of the sphere lighter. So that area is actually called the highlight. Okay, as the sphere curves, you can see that the light cannot hit the other side of the sphere as much, so you'll notice that the values gradually get darker as they go around to the other side. That is called shadow. Okay, so we have the highlight, the area that the light hits the most, and then it goes into the shadow, the darker values on the sphere. Okay, but also notice how the sphere is blocking light from touching the table, or the paper that is on the table, I should say. It is casting a shadow onto the table, so we call that a cast shadow. Let's try a different form so you can see how it looks on that. So here we have a cylinder. Okay, notice the brightest part of the cylinder is the top. That's the highlight because most of the light is hitting the top of the cylinder. The right side is also light, but not quite as light as the top. And then you can see how the values get darker as it moves away from the light. Again, you can see the cast shadow that is on the paper. Let's try a cone. So here is the cone. Okay, the right side is the side that is closest to the light. So we have highlight. As it rounds to the back, the left side, you see shadow. And then again, you see the cast shadow. Notice the shape of the cast shadow. It is shaped somewhat like a triangle. Okay, that is because the cone is somewhat shaped like a triangle. Okay, and one more. We'll do a cube. Okay, so let me tip it a little bit so you can see all the sides. The top of the cube is the lightest because that is the side that most of the light is hitting. This side is a little darker because not quite as much of the light is hitting that side. The darkest side seems to be this side because it is mostly in shadow. And then you can see the cast shadow on the ground. If I turn the cube this way, you'll notice that the cast shadow somewhat looks like a rectangle. Oops, sorry. You can see the rectangle. Looks like a box. All right, now let's go back to the cylinder. I want to play with direction of light. I'm sure you've played outside and noticed your own cast shadow on the ground. If the sun is high in the afternoon, oops, your cast shadow would go mostly, I'm going to place this right under the light, around, all the way around you. Okay. If the light is lower, like in the morning or late evening, notice how the cast shadow gets longer the lower the light goes. I'll move it back up so you can see how the cast shadow gets shorter as the light gets higher. So now look for these concepts in still lives. Bye.